Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Moin. Was? Hast du schon gesehen? Was? Was ist das hier? Was denn? 250 Abonnenten auf YouTube. Echt? Ja. Ja. Also, oh, got my lights. Hang on. And I also forgot my Jerry. Excuse the coughing. Hello, all you look on Twitch, Rumble 8, Demon Sub, and Crispin, and whoever else is lurking in the background. So today, Jerry is not joining us because reasons. No, basically he has to get some stuff done prior to him leaving next week for a holiday, I think he said. Something along those lines. Time off, not working. So, yeah, Crispin, probably rigging a lot of rigging, especially Jerry. So instead of me rumbling on about other people's project without knowing shit about what they're doing, I opted in for not painting anything tonight, so you don't have to be watching me watching paint dry, because that would basically boil down to it. Hello, Soap Dodger and Denley. Welcome. So, what I will start this evening is, first of all, the question to you. How are you? I hope you're feeling well, and I hope your hobby is going good. Secondly, I've got 3 news stories picked out tonight that I'd like to offer some of my insights, or more or less like, not insights, but my opinion on what those are. And let me just take a look, see. I think I need my headphones a bit more. Yeah, better. No, that squirrel isn't spinning, it's just lifting weights because it's busy. Hello, Dutch. So, first order of the day. The coming weekend is Taktika in Hamburg. For those who don't know, Hamburg is a tiny city somewhere in the north of Germany, and they have a very big and nice convention going on from Saturday and Sunday. And it's usually a nice place to visit and very interesting things to see. So here you can see what is planned currently. And for anybody who can make it, I highly recommend it to go and watch it. No Dutch, no squirrel tonight. Taffy, I don't think so, but it's within the realms of possibility, I think. So, Taktika itself, no big news. Some of you already knew it. Yes, Soap, the burgers are good. Initially, I had planned to go there on Sunday, but as life has it, life got in the way, and there are some limiting factors, so I won't be going to Taktika this year. It's a bit disappointing, but then again, I can't help it. It doesn't work. So, my question to you lot, have you ever prepared yourself for a nice convention of sorts, and then in the last 48 hours prior to that have said to yourself, no, I don't. I won't go for reason X. Was it Dr. Malcolm? Was that the name of the of Jeff Goldblum's character? I can't remember. Also, excuse me if I sound very odd, but my sinuses are very clogged up, and yeah, no, can't really Breathing is hard. Guess that Dutch bad weather would be a reason not to go, but I can't look to the future that far. Yeah, that's Jeff Goldblum Demons Up, isn't it? Zork, welcome! So Dan Lee has prepared for tournaments and has his other half say he wasn't going. Well, that's not really nice. No, sadly no OTT livestream from Tactica. I guess it would have probably worked either way, because the place is usually very cramped and they don't have indoor Wi-Fi of any description, so all the people using the same cells limits data traffic a bit, technically. Stonewolf, hello. So let's have a quick look-see on things I'll not be looking at. There was one I was really looking forward to, and that was... where is it? Oh, here, see, that's one of those. Alien versus Care Bears. This is the kind of fun, lunatic stuff you can expect at a convention like Tactica. And this is Test Your Honor. And what we see here are usually the tables that are taken to Tactica by the people that are going there showing off their stuff. But there also was one, where is it? Siege of Peking, Marengo 8000, Rangers of Shadow Deep. Look at this. Look at this nice little cottage setup. With a blimp in the background. And usually you can play all these tables. But I'm still looking for that one build. Where is it? Where is it? Oh yeah, and there's a flea market. Dang it, where is it gone? There it is. Good old Asterix. Bit small, the picture, but you get the gist. Yes, that's a traders list roleplay 8. Because there's a very large trading floor. Let's have a look-see at that again. So we have War Scenery, War Mage Games, Warlord Games, War Games Illustrated, Wargamer Poland, Van Dyke Models, Total Tech, Tabletop Workshop from Germany, Stronghold Terrain, Shifting Lands, Safe and Sound, PK Pro, Parabellum, Neverrealm Industry, Narwitz Modellbau, Miniaturicum, Micro Arts Studios. Those guys always have a very decent discount if you pre-order before they get to Hamburg, so they do a personal delivery. Macworld, Gravity Bay, Fuhrmann Figure, Frontline Games, Freebooters Miniatures, Fischkrieg, Eladan, Dust 47, Deep Cut Studios, Brother Vinny's, Battlefield Berlin, and I think our little sculptor friends are back there again. But yeah, sadly no Tactica for me this year. Demons Up, the funny thing is the location is a, I'd say, medium-sized public house, where something that the city council has for public events with several rooms. So it's well, more or less like a school, if you know what I mean. 2 or 3 big rooms and then several small rooms. Usually there are painting not competitions, lessons to be had, all those things. Yeah, Storm and Wolf, getting from and to Ireland is a bit difficult. I've looked up connections by plane or train several times, and it's just that's financially not feasible to go anywhere at those rates. Well, maybe later in the year there will be different, what you call it, conventions that I will be attending, maybe, perhaps. Today I just learned that some people who play regularly Star Wars Legion here in Oldenburg, which I already knew, also had planned 3 tournaments locally. Nobody told me, and there was literally no way of me knowing it because they didn't tell anybody. Talking about poor advertising, well, again, next time. But this was supposed to be just a small introduction to what I'll be missing this weekend, and there will be something at Tactica that is quite unusual, and we have still on screen, as you can see, Freebooter's Fate up there, and Mr. Clocker is usually there with a very nice looking table and selling and demoing his game. This year he has also a what you call it, a secret hidden demo room, so you can apply for playing a new game that's in development by Werner Clocker. And that game has a name, and that name is Ascending Fate. Let me just pause the music for a minute, and let's play the trailer that has been shown. Maybe try get it a bit more in the center. Yeah, this trailer had been revealed during a live stream some days ago, and from what I could gather, this is going to be Freebooter's Fate in space, somewhere between Space Station Zero from Arsebadger Studios and what's the other guy called? Stargrave. Not much detail has been told so far, but I think if they're going to do demos on Saturday and Sunday next weekend, it's safe to say the rules have been finalized somewhat. So I'm looking forward to see how that will actually come. Biggest plus on my side, it's a German company. I don't have to pay import taxes. And what I like about Freebooter's Fate is the actual battle system gaming via the medium of cards and 0 dice. So I wonder if they found a way to incorporate that system into their space game thingamajig. And even if the game itself isn't good or doesn't find attention, having more miniatures by Clocker is interesting enough. Especially if they keep it at 28 mil, so you can use them for Space Station Zero or Stargrave. What do you think? Do we need another space game skirmisher treasure hunty thingy? Or do we have enough of them? Stone Wolf likes dice. Yeah, I like dice too, but at the same time, it's an interesting system by the medium of guess betting and bluffing on where you hit your opponent. And at Freebooters Fate, it speeds up the game significantly, I think. So I wouldn't say that it's hitting zombie craze level, because the zombie craze was way worse. Um, let's just think about how many space games do we get together. We have Stargrave, Space Station Zero, this year new game by Han Clocker. Is there one I'm missing? Probably is, but I don't feel we're at that level of over zombification that we had with zombies, because zombies were everywhere. Yeah, 5 parsecs from home. Player 28, Zona Alpha, so we're at 6 Rogue Stars, doesn't say anything. Could be 7. Hello, Jill. And another positive factor, solely from my perspective, since it's a German company, the rules will be out in German day one, and they won't be translated, but being written in German, I'm guessing. So that's a big plus. Le Chavolt! Yeah, Stormwind, I think there's some logic to that. Same when... do you guys remember the coincidence that happened when Warhammer The Old World was announced? I think it was shortly after some other game made the call for being the next big fantasy game. My dulcet tones are pretty sick today, and not in a positive way, but thanks anyway, Grey Prime. Oh no, I forgot to turn back on the music. Hang on. Music. Commenting. Also, the music is more for my ears, so that I'm not feeling so lonely. I think it was Conquest, yeah. I wasn't 100% sure, but I think it was around the time when Conquest was announced. Rather shortly thereafter, there were the first rumors of the old world coming back. And I think Jerry at the time said, yeah, this smells of somebody just wanting to tell people, oh, you don't need to go to this other company, stay with us. Let me just pull on the brakes here. They didn't bring it back yet. They're just showing concept arts. There is no evidence that there will be anything ever. So until the moment there's a box in a store that I can touch, I don't believe them for a moment. Especially with that track record of what's it called? Producing FOMO and hype trains, and all of a sudden everything is sold out. Yeah, Nick and Blood Bowl fans will be right. Because Blood Bowl's still there. Yeah, Bot Wars is in the store, not locally, but there is a store. The nice thing, or the most interesting thing for me is if the or Ascending Fate is on the same scale, table-wise, like Freebooter's Fate is, then it's a very small-sized game, so I'm all for it. Demon Sub, I would wish that as well, that Old World is just a rule set. But I doubt it. I really doubt it. Simply because Games Workshop is a miniatures company. They make money by selling overpriced stuff. And speaking of overpriced stuff, oh boy, some people have been very vocal about recent price changes announced by Games Workshop, which is, by pure happenstance, the third story I wanted to talk about. So, this article, I hope this is showing up now. It is. Of course, it's not on screen again. Hold on. There it is. So, this is a 5 days ago. Plastic Hits is about 6% price range by March the 6th. I'm not sure how the inflation is in other countries, but overall, that's about it what we have here in Germany, and I think other regions as well. Yeah, Dutch. That's my thought exactly. It's an increase, but what do people expect? If everything is going up, at some point, the manufacturers will have to do the same thing to stay within operations and making money. So, at this one time, I can't understand why people are up in arms because things are getting more expensive. I can understand if there's actually local differences and it's getting way more expensive in different parts of the world, and maybe there are different price adjustments for different sets. I'm pretty sure there will be some things where the margin will go up for Games Workshop, but at the same point, it was to be expected, and I think we'll see that across the board. So, why the fuck are you complaining? Everything is getting more expensive, even our little plastic, resin, metal, tiny fighting man. So, just get over it. And as I've said to someone on Facebook today, just vote with your wallet. If you don't want to pay the prices Games Workshop is asking you to pay, don't buy it. It is as simple as that. And compared to where we were, let's say 20-25 years ago, there are so many miniature manufacturers out there that do very good alternative miniatures. Be it plastic miniatures, resin miniatures, terrible 3D stuff. You can get stuff cheap. Yeah, Demon Sub, I think you're right. People are quick up in arms if Games Workshop does anything. But at the same time, that's something they brought upon themselves for being dicks, large dicks at times. But then again, it's a company. Companies are not your friend. Companies want only your money, not your friendship. Yeah, Dutch, but that's only for tournaments. You don't need Games Workshop approved stuff to play your friends. Yeah, good point, Stone Wolf. I think for some people in the hobby, hating of the product manufacturer community is more than the actual hobby. For sure, there's the handful of what you call it, vocal minority that's just up in arms all the time and does nothing but rant and rant. And I mean, maybe it's also a very bad timing aspect, because at the same time there was this set they put on pre-order. What was it called? Soul Snatcher, Soul Bound, Soul something, and it was sold out day one within minutes. Which again, I can get behind why people are getting upset if you're promoting hype and FOMO, and then there's no stock to deliver. Well, I'd be pissed, but I wouldn't be buying again. Yeah, Stone Wolf, but if Games Workshop is doing an official tournament, it's their house right, that's to call it, to say you need to have X% of genuine Games Workshop stuff, because that's how they make money. You have the same for most other non-agnostic games. I mean, I get it if they don't want to overproduce with FOMO. They could, if Games Workshop were to come out and say, let's play a little mind game here. Imagine Games Workshop would come out and say, okay, listen folks, we are planning on this box with this content. We have a certain number of units we need to shift to make this even possible, and we need double that to make profit, and everything on top is a nice to have. So we're putting pre-orders out on the website, but you don't shell out any money, but it's just a how do you call it, a show of interest, so that they know how many they need to produce. Currently they do it the other way around. They produce and then they say, here we have a shiny new thing, and we don't know how much you'll be selling. And I also know that for them it's the best option to sell at a high price and sell off every single copy, but that's short-sighted. Demon Sub, let's face it, other companies do it too. They do their in-house crowdfunding. And a classic pre-order is nothing else than a sort of crowdfunding. Let's say they make a box that's 200 quid, and everybody who wants one has to put in 50 quid as a pre-order, and if the thing gets all through, you have to pay the additional 150, and then you get your piece in X amount of time. That's manageable for a company like Games Workshop. I say in my ultimate wisdom. Yeah, Hasbro has been doing that before Hero Quest. Let's be frank. The Hasbro Pulse has been making money on different stuff way before they pissed me off with Hero Quest. Yeah, a made-to-order system. That's totally viable. And even if it were more than 7 to 40 days, a box that is costing a 3-digit number isn't something you usually buy on a whim, at least not me and most people I know. So if they put it out there and say, here, this box is going to be available, we are at the production level, everybody who wants one, say yay. And that way you can actually see how many people do want some. And if you know, okay, we're going to need a second printing, you can be open about it. You can communicate. That's the thing, companies out there. You talk to your customers. You let them know what happens. Same as the most Kickstarters do. Talk to your backers and tell them when you're in trouble. Tell them when things go well. Or tell them that things go according to plan. Everybody's happy. Just don't sit there and expect people to know what's happening. Even sub, I know shipping from the Far East is expensive. There's no doubt about it. But I also think it would be still very viable to produce in-house most of the things. But all in all, the subject is a so fucking complex topic that there is sadly no one screw to turn and make things better. And let's be here, frank, and I can say this now because I won't be yelled down by Jerry for saying it. Digital files will remedy most of the problems physical goods have. And at that day, when a 3D printer is as fast and convenient as a normal paper printer, I think at that point we'll see a huge shift in how things are done. Not before. Yes, current 3D printers can produce nice things, but let's be fair, how long does it take for a single mini to be printed in a decent resolution? Most of the time it's still quicker to hop into your car or any other means of transportation and drive to the next friendly local game store. Yes, so as long as Games Workshop is customers are buying Games Workshop stuff, Games Workshop will continue doing so. Same as the video game industry. If you pay somebody for their product, they will keep making it with everything that's attached to it. And so I think that's you have a point that we have to get expertise for buildings or producing stuff, but especially in the miniatures market, I think the UK is still on very good grounds with all their companies making miniatures. So excuse me for a minute, I need to I made an MTV logo. You wanna see? I didn't want to show you anyway. Dr. Ennigan, that's actually a very valid point. I was thinking the same. As long as 3D printing is a hobby in the hobby, and for the most time is still taking way too long, and the STLs will be just files you can collect. And if it becomes very mainstream, there will be some kind of restriction on how you can print stuff. Potentially, you won't get files anymore. I think it will be more like some cloud service that gets to shove data directly to your printer, and then you can just collect them there. Yeah, Stonewolf. That's one of the points I was trying to make. It's still not as comfortable, as easy as putting in a piece of paper and having text printed on it. Now, Crispin. Don't go there. Oh, I don't think we need... We will be seeing resin printers that need curing and washing. I think there will be printers that work on some powder level, potentially, because that would be much less messy. And maybe in 30 or 40 years or so we'll have a meta making thingamajig like they have in Star Trek. A synthesizer going... A replicator, that's the name. And at that point the discussion will be over. Well, Crispin, as Dutch says, there is already powder printers. I remember, or must be 10 years ago now, I was at a convention, not for the hobby, but for building, where somebody showed off a laser-focused powder coat printer, which was an interesting thing at the time. It was much faster than FDM or resin printers. Oh, Nick, that would be the optimal solution. Just go up and say, have me printed all of the things and paint them in the style of... Because that's going to be the next thing if the 3D printing gets color. Like, what was the name of that company? Hero Forge that does that? I guess as much as I don't like the outlook as it currently is, 3D printing will have a space in the hobby in the future for some people. And I'll be still cringing at 3D printed terrain if people are doing it on the cheap, on the quick, with an FDM printer with print lines as thick as my nail. Yeah, Crispin, but you're a very special person. That's how we know you're a special person, because you do all the 3D printing. Let's face it. If even Games Workshop uses 3D printers as a master making product, so no, I haven't seen John doing anything. I'm usually not in the remote control channel on Discord. Voice-activated Hero style AI miniature creation. Dark ending, and that's a interesting thought. We use the print lines as ladder. And I think some form of terrain can work with print lines. Like if you have a wall that's made of wood planks, you could go and scratch it even more and make it look like it's wood. But if you have, I think that's maybe just me being very me, seeing people play Star Wars Legion and having printed spaceships and containers, and they all look like shit. Sorry. Not even painted, just straight printed grey, dark brown plastic. Nah, bro. If you want cheap and quick terrain, go MDF. Why should I upgrade my stream, you wank bot? Go and play in traffic. Goodbye. Yes, so that's exactly. Dry brushing, FDM, printed, quick prints. I mean, I get it if somebody just wants placeholders to mock up terrain. That's totally fine. You can do it however you want. But if you're starting to play other people at tournament level and then take pictures or make battle reports, please, for the love of God, invest the 2 hours to make at least the worst offending mode lines go away. There's spackle, there's filler, there's sanding paper. Oh, dang it. I was going to start today's stream by a little reading, but then I was very annoyed because Ben, and he knows what he did, has cut my title short over on OTT. And because of that, I will now have the fun of looking at a list of English curse words I found. And some of them I find particularly funny, just because I'm totally disconnected from that language. So I'm going to read you now about, how many are those? 65 curse words in English. Apologies for mispronunciation and anybody who's feeling offended. This is just for my pure entertainment. So here we go. Arsebadger, asshole, bastard, barwack, ballant, bitch, tits, bloody hell, bollocks, bugger, cack, chote, clunge, cocknose, cockwomble, cracky, cum bubble, cum dumpster, cum wipe, cunt, puddle, dumb, dick fucker, dickhead, dickweasel, dickweed, fanny, flaps, flange, fuck trumpet, fuck you, fuck wit, gobshite, jizz breath, jizz cock, jizz stain, knobhead, knob jockey, nutsack, piss off, piss flaps, piss kidney, piss wizard, quim, rubbish, scrote, shag, shit bag, shit house, shit magnet, shit pouch, son of a bitch, taking the piss, Thundercunt, that's my favorite, Todger, tosspot, twat face, twat waffle, wanker, wank face, and wazok. But seriously, what's quim? Which part would you like me to repeat, Nick? Is it the wazok, wank face, wanker, trot waffle, twat face, tosspot, todger, thundercunt, talking the piss, son of a bitch, shit pouch, shit magnet, shit house, shit bag, shit shack, scrote, rubbish, quim, piss wizard, piss kidney, piss flaps, piss off, nutsack, nonsense, and so on and so forth. And if this video is still not getting demonetized by YouTube, I know there's something very wrong with the diagnostics over there. Turd is missing. Yes, you're right. Bloody hell. Rubbish is in there, yes? Sod off is also missing. This is literally I think the first or second search result I got from DuckDuckGo and looking for British curse words. And Thundercunt is just... I find it hilarious. Same as Dickweasel and Cockwomble. Arsebadger. Thundercunt was the precursor to the Space Marine. And I thought Thundercunt was the granny of the Thunder Pussy, which is the daughter of the Thunder Cat. Thunder, oh. Snarf. I'm not sure how you feel about it, but cursing really gets me relaxed. Oh, Stonewolf, we never left Dirty Dad joke territory. It's just there wasn't an opening to thrust myself into. Also, it's Valentine's Day, so let's behave. I've read that too, that intelligent people curse more than others. And to be frank, if I'm driving around in my car and I'm getting annoyed by anybody, I'm not quiet. I'm cursing like there's no tomorrow, simply for getting the stress out of my body. And that's one of the reasons why I do keep doing this now for the 147th time. Yeah. Mumbra's Mummy. I need to rewatch that series. So many cartoons were so stupid on many levels, but at the same time they was just pure joy. Jason and the Wheeled Warriors, Ulysses 31, Captain Future, robotics, Transformers, of course, Mask, Marshall, Brave Star, was it Starcom? What's the name of the Star Sheriffs? Or probably the Starcom toys were amazing. I loved how they folded up and you just hit a button and the spring would clamp them all back. I think it's Galaxy Rangers, but I'm not sure. The real Ghostbusters. There were so many cartoons. What's Roger Ramjet? Yeah, we're getting into old man territory again. And that's absolutely not having to do anything with Tiny Fighting Man, I think. Yeah. Okay, so this were the 3 news that I had to get out of my system. Have you got anything that you are finding odd that nobody is talking about in a mannered way? It itches because reasons, soap. Well then, I hope that Nick has gotten stuff done and has been productive this evening. The second one was the game from Werner Glocke, the new one, the Space Freebooter's Fate. What's it called again? Ascending Fate. The transition was way too smooth to see that as a second news item. Nick, don't worry. You know, you can always remove paint again. Oh, that's grand. I'm still waiting for mine. Not anything bot war, but the Moth and the Death Troopers. Stay away from that trapdoor. And with that happy bitch, I say to you, good fight, good night, see you lot next week. Tatty bye.